Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Rob Evans 365. This is day number 424. Today is Monday, the 12th of August 2019, and it is my birthday today. And I am celebrating right now by walking on the treadmill at the gym. I was thinking about what should I do today to celebrate, because the kids are at school. I don't have a big family, so all my parents, grandparents, relatives are pretty much passed away now. I have a brother that lives on the other side of town, but girls are at school. So I thought, what can I do to celebrate? So one of them, of course, is to do a workout, because I love workouts. So what better to celebrate your birthday than do a workout? So I've just finished a back and shoulder workout, and now I'm just having a bit of a cool down on the treadmill. Also today, I dropped the kids off to school and I went to see a movie. I went to the movies and I went to see the movie yesterday. It's quite a good movie if you haven't seen it. It's not too complicated. It's just it's a nice movie. It's got some funny bits in there. It's just a feel-good kind of movie. So I enjoyed that. Then I've come to the gym here. Got to go pick up the kids. So I thought, what am I going to do today? Got up, I slept in till 5 a.m. and got up and did some work this morning, just because I haven't been able to do too much the last few days because of the girls' cheerleading competitions. So let me give you a rundown of those results. So Olivia came second in her division, and they won a pinnacle bid, which means that the day after the Australian Championships, they get to compete in that event, and that's by invite only. So that was exciting. They got an invite to that. Emily's team, they were coming fifth yesterday out of 5 teams. So they had a bit of a fall yesterday. Today they did much better, and they moved up a place to 4th. So that was good for them. And just good all round, I think. For the cheer school, they did a good job. And so because I haven't been able to, do some of those things I would normally do on the weekend, I did that this morning, took the kids to school, went to the movie. And, I guess when it comes to your birthdays, I use them as an opportunity to reflect on the year that was, the things that I guess have been achieved, kind of a self-evaluation of, how are you going towards your dreams, your visions? How are you working towards those things? Have you done enough in this last 12 months, or do you need to do more? And I would have to say that I think for me, this last 12 months has been probably one of the best 12 months of my life in terms of the various outcomes. And if I just summarise a few of the big points, then going to Los Angeles last year. I went to Bali. I went to Los Angeles. I had a number of trips interstate for various conferences and so forth. But the big one was to Los Angeles, interviewing Brooke Shields in front of 2,500 people, connecting with a whole bunch of people through that. The progression of the podcast that you're listening to right now, putting that on 12 different platforms, and I have to say a thank you to all of you that are listening, because the number of people that have downloaded episodes now has really jumped up in the last 2 weeks, which is really exciting for me to see that people are listening. So thank you. Keep spreading the word. That's really great. And we're almost at 1,000 listeners now. Well, I shouldn't say that. We're getting closer to 1,000. How about that? I think we're approaching 600 or 700, so we're a bit off 1,000 yet. But it's really jumped up in the last 2 weeks. So it's really exciting to see. And obviously the progression of the book, getting it finished to start with within the last 12 months, and then obviously finding the publisher that's going to publish the thing, is also really exciting. The next part would be the online program. So developing the content for the 60-day online program. And that hasn't progressed any further at this stage, but I've got a business conference, for a business conference of one for me. I'm travelling up to Sydney at the home of the Olympic Stadium up in mid-September, where I'm locking myself away for 5 days and just focusing on the business. And I'm going to use that time there, I think, to complete the online program. So that's an exciting prospect. What else? They're probably the main things. Oh no, I guess launching the Instagram account, and I think, I don't know, we're up to 26,500 Instagram followers now. It goes up and down a bit. Instagram's very fickle, or the people on Instagram are very fickle. I don't know, I've never unfollowed anyone, but people seem to like unfollowing for whatever reason. And so that has been good. I mean, the daily habits that I now have in terms of my strategic thinking, the daily practices that I have to get more out of my day. I've never been more focused in my life. Obviously having the shoulder surgery in the last 12 months was also a good thing for me. Now obviously it hasn't gone the way that I had hoped, and actually just less than an hour ago I had a phone call from the surgeon's PA, and I've got an appointment tomorrow to go in and him do a full assessment of the shoulder and then book me in for the surgery. So I guess that's some sort of birthday present, knowing that that's going to take place. I think discovering the Isagenix products has been a real godsend for me too. If you can see my abs right now, and the rest of my body, how I'm looking, I'm the leanest I've ever been. I am the most muscular that I've ever been, and I feel fantastic. So I've been the healthiest I think I've ever been as well. So just really, really exciting to have discovered those. Established a relationship with Kerry, a working relationship there, also a friendship. That's really cool. She's written the foreword to my book, which again, I never would have comprehended that this time last year, having such a high profile athlete, write the foreword to my book. So that's super, super exciting. And yeah, life is really, really fantastic. So when I reflect back, there's a lot to be proud of. And sometimes it's not until you do look back that you realise how far you've moved forward. And I would have to say that I still feel like I'm at the beginning. I mean, establishing a really good relationship with JT and his team has been great too. Just exposing myself to more and more opportunities to be in front of them has been really fantastic. And that helps me move forward. It keeps that momentum going. And I think that's the thing why I'm so focused. I've never had so much momentum to keep me moving forward, and nothing's going to stop that. It's just going to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And I think the goals become bigger and bigger. The fears become less and less. Those limiting beliefs that you might have around money or what you're capable of, they just get pushed to one side and you just push through. You just keep pushing through. And to me, that's super, super exciting because we all have so many limiting beliefs. I've had many limiting beliefs for years around various aspects of my life. And now that you can see those disappearing, that's really exciting. I've still got a long way to go, I would have to say, but I think it's exciting how far I have come, what I continue to do each day. And I know the plan for myself moving forward, and that's even more exciting because when you can see the path, that's really, really exciting. So I'm excited, but as I said, I still feel that I'm just at the beginning. So I look at the next 12 months ahead, I think about the book, and in May next year, February next year, it's being launched online by the publisher, but then in May next year, it's being launched to the entire US of A, and that is something that when I decided to write the book, I could never imagine that a publisher would pick it up, for one, and two, that it would be picked up, like being released just in America. That's what dreams are made of, but I made it happen. And the unknown can seem a little bit scary because I just have no idea as to what's going to happen next, but boy, I'm excited to strap myself in. How many times have I mentioned the word excited today? I should find another word. But I'm really, really excited about what the next 12 months holds. It's probably 18 months to 2 years, really, because it's going to take time for things to take, get some traction. But you know what? I can see what's going to happen, and it's just a matter of timing before it all does. So one step at a time, just like I'm doing on the treadmill here. I guess the only issue with being on a treadmill, you're not actually getting anywhere, are you? You're just walking in the one spot. I certainly don't feel like I'm doing that. I feel like each day I'm moving a little closer, a little closer. Even today while I was at the movies, actually I was sitting down to lunch. I should tell you what I did for my food today. Still on track. I got up early, had my supplements, had my normal smoothie with everything in it, delicious. And then a couple of hours later, I had breakfast with the kids. Had basically poached eggs. They weren't really poached actually. I was a bit lazy to poach them. A bit of sprayle, eggs in a pan, on toast with some baked beans. That was my special treat for my second breakfast, if you like, for the day. Went to the movies, had my delicious protein bar, courtesy of Isagenix. And then after the movie finished, because it was finished just around 12, I thought, well, I might go and have some lunch. But I don't normally have lunch, so went out to lunch by myself, had a nice chicken salad, which, was more salad than chicken. I don't know, when I order a chicken salad, maybe because I'm used to the way that when I talk about a chicken salad, I have it envisaged in my way. I wasn't expecting it to be like a chicken parma sliced up. But the salad itself was nice. There was very little chicken amongst the parma, if that makes sense. But it was nice. I just sat there in a cafe. Actually, I was listening to a coaching session by the JT while I had lunch. And I know it's my birthday, but you don't often get time to take time out to reflect and think and grow. I mean, we don't do enough of it as humans. So I was very excited to be able to take the time today and say, you know what, I'm going to have the rest of the day off. I do have a meeting with Kerry tonight at 8 o'clock, but I'm going to have the rest of the day off and just treat myself. So got to leave here soon to go pick up the girls, but the rest of the day belongs to me. And unfortunately, I won't get to spend too much time with the kids tonight because I had to drop off Olivia to cheerleading on the way home. Yeah, even though they competed yesterday, they've got another competition coming up in 2 weeks. It's crazy time of the year for them. And then she comes home at 6 and Emily goes. So they won't be home until like 9 o'clock, I think, or Emily won't be home until 9 o'clock. So that's not an ideal scenario for dinner tonight. And then Emily's birthday's in 4 days' time on Friday, and Olivia's is next Monday, which again, same crazy timetable. So we're celebrating Emily's on Friday night after she finishes her cheer stuff. And then Olivia's we're celebrating next Sunday when there's a bit more time. So that would be good. But I just think you should always use your birthdays as a time to reflect on what it is that you've done, what could you be doing better, what are the growth opportunities for you, and I think I'm very clear on mine. I think, some of my biggest weaknesses relate, in terms of my business, relate to the marketing, branding, and knowing my numbers properly. And I'm getting better at all of those things, but I'm still not where I need to be. And there's some other things that I need to be doing daily. I have this daily blueprint for success, and I would say I stick to most of it, but I'm not providing enough accountability on myself to make sure that I keep doing all those things properly and completely. I do it most of the time, but there are some things that I really don't do properly. So I need more discipline on those aspects. So as you can probably tell, I have finished on the the treadmill. About to go and have my protein shake and go pick up the girls from school. I hope you're having a great day, whatever it is that you're doing. If it's your birthday as well, happy birthday. You're a Leo, so you know you're right, like all of us Leos. And I will talk to you tomorrow, undoubtedly. But if you want to take some inspiration away from today, I would say have a look at what you've accomplished over the last 12 months. Now, I know what I've accomplished and what I haven't, and how focused what I'm aiming for in the next 12 months. At least I have the advantage because I'm looking at this stuff all the time, whereas most people don't. So you're just wandering through life with the thing, oh yeah, it was okay. And all you can really remember about what happened in the last 12 months is maybe your holidays and that kind of stuff. Well, that's not good enough. You're not going to be a high achiever with that kind of mindset. All right, I'm just leaving the gym now. That was a bit noisy. But in order for you to be super, super successful in what it is that you want to achieve with your health and fitness and other aspects of your life, you've got to be very clear. And you have heard lots of people talk about, you've got to set goals and do all this kind of stuff. And the trouble is that a lot of people will set goals on the 1st of January or around that time of the year and then do nothing else throughout the year after the first week or so. And that leads to no results. And then you keep doing the same thing year after year and getting no results and thinking, I'll just wander on through life and measure the success of my life by how quickly I can get home to watch Netflix. Or the holidays you go on, all that kind of stuff. But you want to live life on a different level. There's too much out there in life to enjoy if you really know your true purpose and what's important to you. And then you just go after it and get it with both hands. That's the beauty of living such a life. It's really fantastic. So I'm just getting in the car, so just hold on. That's what that beeping is. All right, beeping stopped. How are we going for time? All right, I'm right on track to go pick up the girls, which is good. Looking forward to seeing them. So take that away from today. How can you be doing better than you are doing? How can you be more focused? How can you be an absolute success in that area of your life or areas that you just haven't been able to nail in the past? It's never too late. And why do I know that? Well, today, this is the first time I've said this. Today, I turned 51. And like I said, I feel like I am just at the beginning. And I'm so hungry for success. I know I mentioned it before. Colonel Sanders, I think he was 63 before he brought his secret herbs and spice recipe of KFC to the world. So, you're never too old. Age is just a thing in your mind. It's not a barrier. Well, it is if you make it one. if you let it be one. I'm just having my post workout shakes. So I have a protein shake, 100% whey protein. Now I'm having the post recovery shake, which is a Isagenix one in their performance range, which is really good. I've got a couple of birthday cards here for the girls, which I realise I've got to kind of hide from them when I pick them up for their birthday. So to me, birthdays are a time of reflection, a time for assessment of how have you been going, a time to push yourself a little bit harder and dig a bit deeper and say, do you know what, I really haven't been working well in these particular areas. I need to lift my game here. And that's what I've done today. And just terribly excited about what the next 12 months and beyond hold for me. I've got to make the challenge is to make this 12 months better than the last 12 months, which isn't too difficult, because my mindset is, how do I make each day better than the last, no matter what? I think a big emphasis for me is to get my body right over this next 12 months. Meeting with surgeon tomorrow, so I can give you an update tomorrow as to when my surgery will be. And 6 months from that point, hopefully I'm in a much better position than I am right now, and zero pain, because that will be an exciting prospect. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. One's just popped up online. I mean, this is one of the good things about Facebook. You can connect with people all around the world through all different time zones. People that I've never met before wishing me birthday wishes. I don't know how many I've got now, but there's probably at least 50 or more there. I've had text messages, I've had Facebook messages, I've had people posting on my timeline on Facebook, I've had Instagram messages, I've also had LinkedIn messages as well. So thank you, and emails. So thank you very much. It's very kind of you, and it makes me feel special and loved. So thank you. All right, so I'm going to sign off now, and I will talk to you tomorrow. It's been a great day, and I hope you're having a great one too. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, celebrate with me, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.